up and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the NECA RoboCop ED-209 figure. As you can see, this is the box that contains the figure. And I have always been wanting to actually pick this one up, so I'm glad that I finally actually managed to actually get this one. Now this is also based on the original 1987 RoboCop movie, which I have right here like on Blu-ray. This is actually like a trilogy too. It has like the first original like 3 films. Plus also have the unrated like director's cut too as well, on Blu-ray. Now of course I did see this at the actual drive-in back when it was actually originally released like in 1987. My mother actually had took me to see this at the drive-in because I remember it was actually raining too as well, the first RoboCop film, Yeah, and I always thought it was an awesome film. RoboCop has always been one of my favorite like films, especially like science fiction films, But yeah, I'm going to get into this right now. So as you can see, this is the box that contains the ED-209 figure from NECA. And I must admit, this is a beautiful box. The packaging for this, I think, is just really awesome. As you can see. And it's huge too. The box is actually huge. And it has all these different images of like ED-209 right on the side, all around it. And on the back they even have an image of him fighting RoboCop right there too as well, which I think is awesome. It also says ED-209, the future of law enforcement. ED-209 has superior firepower and the reflexes to use it. Developed by Omni Consumer Products. Of course, like from the movie, But I think this is an awesome packaging though that NECA has made for this, I really like this. This is cool as box. Like I said, it's huge too, Now on the back it has this description too as well. It says push button activates authentic sound effects and dialogue, extended legs, and fully articulated. So it has 3 descriptions of the actual figure itself. Oh yeah, and it does say RoboCop sold separate too. So I'm going to get into this right now. But I do like this packaging. I think this is awesome. Now when you take the ED-209 figure out, this is how it actually looks. It's like in this plastic, which you have to actually just lift out the box, It is a huge figure too as well. Okay, as you can see, there's the NECA ED-209 figure. So what I'm going to do is actually go ahead and measure him. And he seems to be about, I know you can actually extend his legs too. It looks like he's about like over 9 inches. But if you actually extend the legs, he's probably about like 10 inches, So I guess what I do is just get into like, because he doesn't have like any accessories, This is all it comes with. But this is a pretty huge figure. Actually, when you see it in person, it looks kind of like massive, I must admit, I do think this is pretty awesome too. This is cool, I do notice I had like kind of trouble actually, because this was actually kind of downward. I had to actually bend it up, It seemed like it was kind of stiff, But yeah, this is the actual ED-209 figure, as you can see. Nicely detailed. I like how this look up it too as well. I think that's awesome. You can see all of the wires and stuff that NECA has painted into the figure itself too. I think that's pretty cool. Now I do notice these can kind of like bend somewhat. Not really bend, but you can actually kind of, actually I think it's the torso that actually like rotates up and down, But you can't like bend the leg back like that, I notice. It does have like articulation like that with the leg can bend. And there's no question, no matter which way you bend this will actually stand, But the little details and writing in this is pretty cool. I like how you can see that too as well, It actually has like a warning like label on it. Whoa. I noticed these right here too, if you actually like look at this right here, these 2 shoulder things right, they actually come up like that. And this is how you can actually rotate ED-209's arms out, which is so awesome, Now this figure was actually released back, I think in like 2014 or 15, if I'm not mistaken. I have to actually look it up, But if you actually lift these up, you can actually rotate his arms around. As you can see, they can go up and down, and so on. So he does have like articulation like in the arms, but it does seem like this have to be lifted for you to actually be able to do that, So you can lift these kind of up like you shoot, or you can just keep them down, Then you have to close these back down too as well. Another thing I noticed too is this actually can rotate too as well, as you can see. So these do actually like even rotate. And he also has like these missile things right there. They, you know, I think you can actually mess with these too. I'm gonna see if I can do it. I think these like lift up if I'm not mistaken. Another thing too I noticed also that the actual these really can actually be extended too. The actual like legs themselves supposed to be able to actually extend out, you know. But I'm not gonna really bother it, you know, because I know this is kind of age, you know. So I'm not gonna really bother. And I got this from the actual NECA store on eBay too. So I know it's definitely, you know, in probably, you know, like perfect, you know, condition. But I'm still scared. I know it's still kind of age, you know, it might break on me. And I probably won't ever really do that anyway, so I'm sorry about that, you know. Like actually not extending the legs, because you can see how far it will actually extend, because you can actually raise ED-209 too as well, you know. Now another thing too, he has like a voice box in here too as well. I think if you look right here in the back, you can see that the actual sticker that you actually have to pull out. And I think that's where it will actually be at, you know. So I pulled that out, as you can see, there's like a piece that be in there. And he also has like a button right there too as well that you can see. So I'm gonna start testing it, see if it works. Ah, yeah, there you go. Oh, that's cool. That's awesome, yeah. Oh, yeah, that sounds cool. Let's see. That is awesome. I think I've done all of them, I'm not too sure, you know. As you can see, he has like a bunch of different sound effects, you know. That's so cool. Another thing too, Ed can actually, this can kind of turn some up, but not too much. It's still like limited, but you can like turn it, as you can see. So I think that's cool. This is an awesome figure to have. Plus, I also have like the NECA RoboCop figure too as well. So as you can see, there's like a size comparison of how they actually both like look, you know. So I think that's pretty cool, you know. This is an awesome figure too as well, you know. Okay, there's the NECA RoboCop ED-209 figure, and I think this is an awesome figure to have, you know, especially if you have like RoboCop himself. Now this is also again based on the RoboCop 1987 movie, which you know I have right on Blu-ray. Well, this is the original trilogy on Blu-ray, and I also have the unrated director's cut too as well. You know, this was directed by Paul Verhoeven. And yeah, like I mentioned before, I actually saw the original RoboCop at the drive-in. Like back in 1987, my mother actually took me to see it. I remember because we were sitting in the car and the rain was actually raining too. It was actually raining when the movie was on. I can still remember that so well, you know. But yeah, this has always been one of my all-time like favorite films, you know. So I'm glad I actually managed to actually pick this up, because I was wanting to pick this up for a while, you know. And like I said, this is an amazing and awesome figure. If anything, it don't have like any accessories, but ED-209 won't really have anything anyway, you know. So I think that's cool that it's okay that it didn't have none, you know. That's actually understandable. But I would definitely recommend picking this up. You know, this is the NECA RoboCop ED-209 figure. Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well. You have 20 seconds to comply.